What is going on, everybody? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today, guys, we got to talk about PiCoin. Things are looking extremely bullish. Momentum is definitely on our side, and now we are up 36% yet again in the last 24 hours. Remember, never financial advice, just putting you guys on the plays that I'm in. If you're new around here, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm to hopefully increase the Pi network itself and the community, and consider subscribing to the channel if you find the information useful. Now, we're going to talk about price prediction. We're going to talk about what to expect going into next week, because right now momentum is looking phenomenal, especially pending a really big Binance listing, the biggest exchange globally. Now, $9.28 billion market cap for PiCoin, $1.43 billion in terms of the last 24 hours for trade volume, both looking very, very strong going into the new week. Mind you, this is the weekend where volume is typically low as people spend time with their families, active traders take the days off, and then they come back full-fledged and full swing on the weekdays. But right now we're undergoing what we call a short squeeze. A lot of people began shorting with using perpetual futures, shorting PiCoin itself, thinking there's too much sell pressure as pioneers are going to be dumping their coins. And of course, within the first day, we expected it. But now what's happening? People are holding their positions and making people buy at higher prices. There's been comments down in the comment section below about why is Pi not considered a top 15 cryptocurrency, top 20, above Shiba Inu, for example, with a $9.28 billion market cap. Because if we look at the global cryptocurrency market and we look at all the rankings, we should actually be somewhere between Litecoin and Stellar Lumen as a 9 point, somewhere right around here, 15th, 16th ranked. And understand right now we need to get our circulating supply verified on CoinMarketCap. So there's this little warning sign on CMC saying CoinMarketCap has not verified the project's market cap yet. However, according to the project, its self-reported circulating supply is $6.4 billion. Pi with a self-reporting market cap of $9.28 billion. So with that being said, we all know as people who've been in the as contributors, pioneers, community members, that there are people within the community like myself and probably a lot of you watching that have locked their tokens even beyond that 6.4 billion that is currently circulating. There's probably a lot less supply that's in circulation that's locked in for another year, 2 years, 3 years. I've seen people say all the way to 2027 they have their tokens locked because they're looking at this from the long-term perspective. So we're going to dive in, as I mentioned, talk about some of the catalysts to look forward to next week, some price predictions, where I think Pi can go, and the expectations I have for it. Now, remember, housekeeping things. There's a link down below for those of you that are looking to join the Pi network and start mining. Remember, you don't have to go out and buy Pi coins if you don't want to. If you want to start mining, you can use my link down in the description below for minepi.com, Google Play Store, or the Apple App Store to go ahead and begin yielding and getting yourself some PiCoin. And in addition, there's always some free stocks down below with Moomoo, one of the partners of the channel. They're offering up to 30 stocks for those of you that deposit and create an account with Moomoo. So take advantage of free money when it presents itself to you. So first and foremost, guys, the overall cryptocurrency market is looking strong. After undergoing, as I've been mentioning, this big hack that happened on Bybit Exchange, we are seeing a really nice recovery and consolidation that is typically unexpected. Usually with these kind of events, we expect 10 to 20% corrections across the market. And as you guys can see, other than maybe some altcoins like XRP or Solana, Dogecoin, and a few others, basically running 1 to 2% down in the last 7 days, in the last few days. And even Bitcoin, basically running sideways right now, right around 95 to 96K. Going into next week, I'm expecting, because how well the market held up, institutions are going to put money into BTC and other tokens. So PiCoin put out a message, and they wrote here on February 22nd, literally just a few hours back, Open Network has unlocked Pi's thriving ecosystem innovation. I'm going to make my screen smaller so you guys can see it all on screen here. Innovation applications, an extensive peer-to-peer network for integration with the broader blockchain world. Open Network was key to Pi's mission to create an inclusive, utility-driven, and widely adopted cryptocurrency that is accessible to anyone. You got to make sure you admit, and you got to make sure you understand, collectively, we all know that Pi Network and PiCoin is probably the most accessible cryptocurrency out there in terms of the ability to start receiving and mining Pi from the easiness and the simplicity of getting it and mining it on your phone. So huge shout out to the Pi core team for doing what they've done. And honestly, right now, we have a lot to look forward to, guys. Binance Square, just 3 hours ago. Why did Pi Network's Pi coin gain 65% in the last 24 hours? A few key points. Pi Network finally launched its open network earlier this week alongside Pi token or coin, but its price tumbled in a classic sell the news event. A lot of people offloaded their positions because they've been mining for years and years and years and years. But we saw now from sell pressure, it flipped to buy pressure as people are realizing, wait a second, Pi is a lot bigger of an infrastructure, of an ecosystem, and as of a community than anything else that we've seen in crypto. Even Bitcoin maxis are starting to question it as, what if Pi one day flips BTC in price action? However, it has rebounded over the last 24 hours with strong speculation that it will be listed in the world's largest crypto exchange. That is, of course, Binance. So you guys can see here, someone expected to debut the Pi token, and I've been mentioning this on previous channels. We saw some big sell pressure on OKX, BitGet, and MEXC Global, some bigger exchanges, and it went from $1.90 to 60 cents within the first few hours, but now has since rebounded and currently sitting at $1.45 per coin. Dips are going to continuously be for buying for Pi. And I'm going to talk about where I like Pi in terms of buy price. And remember, we buy on red days, we buy on corrections, we never buy on green FOMO candles. Those are times, if needed, can be used to take profits. The asset has added more than 66% on daily scale as it closes $1.45 after peaking at $1.62 earlier, even just today. So, although the results will become official as of February 27th, the interim numbers are quite overwhelming. As of now, 85% of voters for Binance Exchange have clicked the button yes, which spurred speculation for Pi Network team that the listing is inevitable. It's not about if, it's about when Binance will list. Such rumors tend to accelerate the price increases of crypto assets even before they become reality, which is typically followed by a correction, just like it happened after Pi Network's launch this week. How long do we think till Binance will list Pi? Again, it says here at the same time, Pi Network continues its verbal fights against recent Bybit, and we know everything else from there. So guys, here is my take. I think next week Binance lists Pi. When Binance lists Pi, I'm expecting significant volume to come in. And remember, the real reason that Binance is so bullish, aside from the fact that it's the #1 exchange, it has US-based users on Binance US, its subsidiary amongst the Binance umbrella. With that, just in and of itself, should be able to push Pi's price to a new all-time high, hopefully going above $2, maybe even $3 or $4 in the short term, putting the market cap of the circulating supply, and once it's verified, somewhere along the lines of 25 to even a $30 billion market cap. Ignore FDV or the fully diluted value of 145 billion because that's not in circulation, that's locked up for many, many years and part of the liquidity pool. So for the midterm, I think Pi has the ability to become a top 5 cryptocurrency, somewhere going above Solana and even BNB. Because what makes Solana and BNB a better cryptocurrency than Pi? I'm asking you as a holder of all of these. I hold BNB, I hold Sol, and I hold Pi. Which one has the most decentralized network? Pi. Which one has the most robust contributor and pioneer community? Pi. So with that being said, if you combine all of these different catalysts, why shouldn't Pi be above BNB and maybe even above XRP at $150 billion circulating market cap? So with that being said, I don't see just a 10x here. I'm talking 15 to 20x in the midterm. So with that being said, can we see a $20 to $25 Pi in the short term and midterm in the next maybe month or two? I think it's 100% on the table. Long-term wise, I don't see why Pi can't become one of the top 3 cryptocurrencies. And remember, the way the direction the market is going, think about BTC becoming a $20 trillion asset. Think about Ethereum becoming a $4 trillion asset. Why can't Pi become a $1 trillion asset as well? That's the way you need to start looking at it. When you see these $500, $1,000 price predictions, this isn't for tomorrow. This isn't for next week. We're talking long-term here, a year, 2 years, 3 years out. That's the way you got to start thinking about these investments in crypto, especially for Pi coin. I appreciate you guys' support. That's all I have for you today. And until next time, as always, keep investing. Peace.